Hey everybody! Alright, so back out here working on the little 350 again. As you can see, I got bolts, push rods cleaned up, stuff like that. And I sent the heads off, got them done. They are back. I guess I was really surprised with this thing having that blown head gasket that neither the heads nor the block were cracked. He did replace four of the intake, not four, all four cylinders, 8 intake valves. But I guess reuse the exhausts, and he did surface it as well as put, of course, new valve seals and all that good stuff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting these heads on. Just thought I'd fire the camera up and show you guys what's going on. I don't have the camshaft yet. Ordered it. It should be here, I believe, tomorrow, the next day. I did order an intake because I don't have any Vortec intake manifolds laying around. So got that ordered, but I think that's going to be about another week and a half. So today, like I said, I'll just get the heads bolted up, and then another day or two when I get the camshaft, I'll go ahead and slide that in, put the lifters in, get the rockers going, all that stuff, and just keep moving forward. I don't know if I mentioned, I know at one point I had no plan for this engine. It was just going to be put together and set off to the side, but that GMC that I put together, that 91 GMC, that dually, I really want to keep that 400 off to the side, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that truck, if I'm going to sell it, keep it. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't think, I know what I'm going to do, is take this 350 and put this little 350 in that Suburban, or not Suburban, in that GMC, that 1-ton dually, and then I'm going to keep that 400 off to the side, so if I want to use it in a project in the future, I'll have it. And like I said, I'm just going to use this 350 in that truck. So the cam I got coming is like a mid 400, 440, 450, something like that. I don't recall the exact specs on it. It's supposed to be good for low mid-range torque, so it should work out good for that truck. It's got a lot of gear in it. I've been driving it with that 400 a little bit. I know that 400 obviously makes more torque, but you can tell it's got a lot of gear in it. At 50 miles an hour, it's got some RPM behind it. So I think with the gearing and this cam and this motor, fresh motor, because that 400 is probably pretty worn out, I think it'll be alright. But anyways, like I said, that's kind of the plan now. I did come up with the plan as to where this motor's going, so that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and start putting these heads on, and when I get a little bit done, I'll turn this thing back on. Thanks. Alright, I got the heads torqued, and as you can see, they're taped off. I'm going to go ahead and put a little black paint on them and turn this thing back on in just a moment. Alright, heads are all painted up, torqued down, ready to go. So when I get that camshaft, I will come back out here. We'll get the camshaft in there, the lifters, go ahead and put push rods, rocker arms, all that stuff, and continue moving forward. But for right now, I'm going to turn this thing off, and like I said, when I get some more parts, I'll be back out here. I'll turn it on. Alright, so back out here again today. Going to do a little bit more on our small block. 350 camshaft came in, lifters, intake manifold. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that in there, put the timing chain on it, and lifters, of course, rocker arms. May or may not adjust the valves. Just let's see how this goes and what kind of time frame I have. So let me get going, and I'll turn this back on in just a little bit. Alright, got everything nice and greasy, and I'm going to go ahead and start sliding it, and I'll get that last bearing greased up right as I slide it in. So be back in a few. Alright, so as you can see, cam is in there. I got the gear on, timing set. I actually went ahead and adjusted the valves as well, so that is all done. Looks like that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back on when I get back out here another day, and probably do the bottom end. As far as when I say bottom end, oil pan, put timing cover on, oil pan, all that stuff. But anyways, that's it for today. I'll turn this thing back on when I come back out here. Thanks. Alright, back out here again to work on the little 350. I'm going to put the oil pump in now, and the drive shaft for the oil pump, and probably go ahead and start putting the timing cover, oil pan on, that kind of stuff. The intake manifold I got I tried it the other day and it is not quite right. So I don't know, these, I always mess with the older motors. So for me, this 89 roller block is a little bit new. I thought it was what was considered to be a Vortec engine, but I guess not, because I ordered a Vortec intake and it does not fit. So doing a little bit of research, it looks like they refer to these as cast iron head, throttle body, injection heads, I guess. So I don't know, I got to do a little more research. To be honest, I was kind of wondering if I could just waddle out the holes a little bit on my existing manifold that I have on that truck, but I'm going to look into, I've got another old intake manifold here. I might lay it on and just see if that might work, but, and then of course, you know, you got to worry about oil maybe coming up through it, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing over and start working on the oil pump, and when I get a little bit done, I'll turn it back on. Thanks. Alright, got the oil pump on there. I'm going to go ahead and put this front cover on, flip it back over, put the front cover on, and then I guess flip it back over again so I could put the oil pan on. I don't know, maybe I'll try to put the front cover on upside down. Anyways, I'll turn this back on in just a bit. Alright, got the timing cover on, I got the oil pan, harmonic balancer on. I even put an oil filter on it, so it is ready to go. And I even poured down, just so I don't forget, some ZDDP for the cam break-in. That's already in there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The intake manifold, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try to use the one that's on there and just elongate the holes a little bit. I might go that route, but I got to do a little research first. And the distributor, I'm going to reuse that. That's on the truck. Spark plug wires on the truck. Spark plugs on the truck, because that motor doesn't really have, if it's got 500 miles on it, to be honest, that's a lot. I don't even think it's a couple hundred. So I'm just going to reuse the plugs and wires and all that stuff. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this. Next time you guys see it, it will be getting ready to go back in the 91 GMC. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.